Hello everybody and welcome back to the TOWN Redux. Here we are in our second, second episode, the late autumn of the year 4. Or is this the third episode? I'm sorry, I don't mean to mess that up, but it might be, yeah, I think it is the third. Sorry about that, terrible intro, but my name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, including this beautiful, wonderful classic, Banished. I know that there are people out there who are like, oh, you should play these 10 other games. But honestly, everything I've tried, I find myself enjoying Banished just as much, if not more. So, here we are. We have this little village here, the TOWN Redux. Is going pretty well. As you can tell, these dirt roads blend in a lot, and so I started using these gravel roads, which you can see that one, and I may end up adding a bit more gravel roads as we go here. I think I'm going to do a gravel road over to here and then up to the fishing hut. And I wonder if I do this, will it just cover over? Okay, great. Go ahead and bring that road over so that these workers have a place. I'll put a little one right there to the door. So, just a little status check-in here. We are good on firewood. We're 2,000 food, 25 tools, 31 clothes, but the thing is, we are now about to start getting iron, proper iron, because we are making furnace fuel here at the fuel refinery. So we're making firewood here. We do need to get a charcoal burner going at some point. That's one of these, I believe. Again, I said this in the last 2 episodes. I'm sorry about the size of the menus. It's just the way things panned out with this new format, and I can't really make things larger. Okay, those are all textile things. So I see a bundling shed for bundling like reeds. I see a stacks burner, and a chopper, and a wood cutter. Maybe I'm conflating this with a different pack, but I thought that there was a charcoal burner in one of these. So one of the things we can do in Colonial Charter that we can't do in Red Ketchup is the tin. We can tin our food. This game doesn't really have food spoilage. You don't need to tin it, but that's something that they have here that I will definitely be doing. There's lots of, and there's butchers are specific to the animal for these butchers, so we have to keep that in mind. Windmill, water tower, city water tank. I am just not seeing charcoal. But I swear that charcoal was one of the things. Yeah, it's a furnace fuel. So where do you make charcoal if there's not a specific burner for it? The woodcutter just cuts wood. So I don't really know what's happening there. But as we get more iron in, when we get up to about 10 or 20, I'll go ahead and put another blacksmith in so we can get those better quality tools. We have this storage barn here that's part way between the two. We've got a log cabin here that houses a couple people. It's supposed to be for the hunter and the gatherer, but the hunter lives over here and the gatherer lives there. And the woodcutter has a long walk over to the woodcutting gig, so that's not ideal. But we'll get there. You know, this all takes time. And I try really hard not to be in a super big rush. try to just kind of take the game as it comes to us. And we'll go ahead and clear out some of these trees. I don't want to clear too many trees in the I almost said orbit. That's not what I want. But in the range of our forest node there. One of the things that we had talked about before is that we are going to have the downtown area be here. So that's definitely something we can take into consideration. I'm going to go ahead and clear a bit more, and maybe we can lay in another round of housing here. I'm also going to, I know we're at 2,300 food, which seems like a lot, but it will go fast. So I think this road will continue, we'll cut across here with this road eventually, but it's fine for right now. So we're up to 10, and we're making more. So we're using the firewood here, which isn't ideal. I would like to get a coal mine and a charcoal mine. The issue right now, as is often the issue with these kind of hard starts, is labor. Once we get more laborers, we can open up and do a lot more things, but we're not quite there yet. We had also talked about getting this farm supplier going so that we can lay in farming, some farms, some pastures, all that kind of stuff, which I believe is going to be down here. So we've got this little industry section right here. We've got our forest node here. This is going to be our functional downtown. And eventually we'll get a bridge across here and do more stuff on this side. We could expand this way, or at very least do like maybe a farm, a fishing spot here. Maybe we could do some other resource gathering along the coast. There's many opportunities. We've got a little bit of coastline down here that we can probably put some things if needed. And there's a couple of these little cutouts here that could probably house some of the water-based stuff. But, we've got our little water scavenger grabbing us. Plenty of resources there. So we've got things like mussels and oysters and I think clams, maybe. What all do they get us? Yeah, seaweed, oysters, mussels, crayfish, pearls. Those are good trade item for sure. So this needs lumber, which I believe we have extra lumber. Yeah, this needs lumber, stone, and logs. So we do have everything we need for this. I'm going to go ahead and get the blacksmith making us iron tools, and we will open the farm supplier to get built. And once that is built, I think I'll go ahead and get a market going for us. The school has 4 students, so as they graduate, we'll have some educated workers there, which will be helpful as well. We'll go ahead and grab more of the resources that are within the forest node, but all told, we're kind of in a spot now that we just need to let them work. There's a lot of work that needs to happen, and it's not necessarily anything we can do. So you might be wondering at what point we upgrade these to town abodes. That will be soon. In fact, new housing that I put in, I probably will go right to town abodes. Because this is going to use, 20 of our lumber, and we have, 100? Yeah, we have 90, so we can put a few of those town abodes in before it's a problem. So I think what I'm going to do is lay in a couple of these here. And that'll be another place for them to live. We're going to keep this fuel at 300 for now. This industrial fuel, I have it, pretty high for what it is. But hopefully these guys will be able to keep cranking out iron. We have leather, so we might just do leather hide coats. We have reeds and some feathers, but it might not be enough to do very many. So maybe when we get down to 10 coats, we'll put somebody in there. Like I said, the main issue at this point is we just need more people. We need time to fly by and get us more people. When our tool situation gets up to 50, basically, then we'll be able to shut that off. They're busy clearing and passing the time. Let's check on the status of our... Oh, 0 status. Oh, they brought 100 of the logs down. That's good. Once we get this built, we can build a road. Maybe build this road across. Get a road to the market. It's all gonna start having some infrastructure, which would be nice. Take a look at the school children going in and out. Oh, we got a new student. Who's that? Lizzie. Lies? I feel like that'd be pronounced Liz or Lizzie. 9-year-old child. Educated? No. Working on it though. Oh, there's some furnace fuel. That's good. A little bit of food here, you can see. Man, look at that herd of deer. Get out there with your bows, fellas. Alright, 600 fish last year, that's not bad. We are holding at about we are holding at about 2,000 food. So that's good to see. That little family, these two don't have a child yet, but that should happen soon. Got 2 of age there, one. Okay, a lot of boys. 4 boys, but then we've got Liz there, who's a girl. They didn't have a kid yet. There's a boy. Oof, it's a lot of boys. We need a couple girls to come along here and help us out. I mean, I guess we have Netter. That's good. And Lugene is 5. Boy, that'd be a... No offense to anybody whose name is Lugene that's watching, but that seems like that'd be an awful tough name for a young lady. Go ahead and grab those reeds. What the heck? Why not? Okay, we got another worker. Love to see it. Looks like we need stone, which I marked a whole ton of stone. So maybe having an extra laborer is just what we need. Hey, I hope everybody's doing well. I know I didn't do much of a greeting at the start here. I just kind of jumped right into it. But I appreciate the attention and interest we've had on this series. I know it's wonky because this is what I was trying to do back in like June, and we had our problems with the setup and performance, and we lost saves, and just things got dicey. So it's nice to finally see it come to fruition. You know, part of the logic was that I wanted to play a tropical map in the summer. I don't know, it's just weird. It just seems like right to me. I like to do the snowier, cold map stuff in the real life winter, but this felt like a fun little challenge to do in the summer. Little did I know how many attempts it would take, but here we go. You can see I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 people. You know, we have, it's probably the 3 laborers plus the woodcutter, I would imagine. There she goes. I think it's a she. She's fast. Dull. 35-year-old doll. Or Dow? Did you pronounce that Dow? Anyways. Dow's doing a little bit of both. A little bit of wood chopping, and then switching over to her assigned job. That's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and do a once over here and have them get all this food. We're down to 1,600 food, and this is nice and close, so have them grab that as well. Just getting our logs back up a little bit. We're holding on 300 firewood. The 1,600 food is starting to scare me because we don't have any seeds yet. So we are really reliant on our fish and then our hunter and our gatherer. So the hunter brought in, what is that, 800 last year between venison and duck meat. The gatherer's not doing great. These are not impressive numbers. But they probably live far from work because, nope, right across the street. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But we should see this town abode go up soon because they're in the process of building the farm supplier. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and have this road. Really? Okay. We'll have this road come across to here. And then we'll run the farm supplier road up to here. And then we're going to do... Well, maybe we wait until the marketplace is built. But we'll do a marketplace road. And then probably one this way. And we'll start fleshing in some downtown kind of stuff here. Since we did shipwreck, do we want to... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was saying oh yeah because I forgot about the well in this pack. Town arrival. Yeah. I forgot about that too. It's like the cheap version, so you don't have to wait until you can build a town hall. You could do this little town arrival for 20 wood, and it has the same function as the town hall. Well, I'll tell you what, I would like to have that information, so maybe I put that over here, or just downtown. You put it right there. We're on this corner. Right by the shipwreck. Yeah, we'll do right there. So once that gets built, we can use that to access Insight. Okay, we're up to 40 tools. That's fantastic. And let's go ahead and put a worker in here and have them work on hide coats. And we're going to need somebody down here to staff the farm supplier. We're going to offer up $250 firewood and yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. That's 1,000, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a few things a bit premature, but I'm gonna do pasture, pasture, gonna go field, 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 then we're gonna do greenery. I thought there was a grain. I just can't keep them all straight. Textiles. Grain silo. Root cellar. Meat locker. I don't. We're not quite ready for those yet, but we'll need those. For right now, I might just do standard barn. Here, here, and here. And we can go orchard, orchard. All right, it's gonna be nice agricultural section there once it's done. But speaking of food, let's gather some before we starve. All right. We have another little family there. So we've got 15, 13, 14 all boys. This 9 girl, almost. Okay, little girl there. All right. So things are moving along, progressing nicely. We need another trade good. It's nice that we were able to make all those hide coats. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the blacksmith too, since we're really close to the tool limit. We need to keep cutting trees. I know we should put in a forester at some point to replace those trees. But that's the kind of thing I tend to do, like in these areas that are across the water, you know. Maybe over here I could put a forester in, something like that. But we still have a lot of wood worth of trees right around here. Imagine if the first thing they brought us was lemons. Could you imagine? That would be like mind blown craziness. I put all this agricultural stuff to be built, but I do want to get the marketplace up also. Look at that. Look at all those resources down here that they're having to carry back. That's a lot, but when we have a couple big pastures and a bunch of fields, productivity is going to go through the roof. I will say the one thing I don't really enjoy about the tropical is it does rain a lot. I know that's true to life, and it is what it is, but it does rain a lot, not going to lie. One thing I always wish that they would add to this game was like carts. If you have people walking all this way, they're not just going to take what they can physically carry. They would take a cart. They would have some sort of animal. Even in a case where, these folks are stranded and building a new civilization, I guess logic says that they wouldn't have carts yet, but don't you think they do at least like wheelbarrows, like hand carts? Like make a wheel out of a piece of a tree trunk or something. I don't know. But we're kind of in a wait and see situation here. We're getting close, but not quite there yet. I'm going to go zoom in on this clearing lot, and I'm going to tell you all thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.